All right, y'all, we back. Well, good luck, Tory Lanez.
Oh, yeah.
Tory
Lanez.
Yeah.
They gave him 10 years. Tory shot Mega the Stallion in the foot.
Tory!
And,
That's a lot, man.
well, yes and no.
It's a foot. She's still twerking.
Somebody shoot you in your damn pedicure, pretty ass feet.
You're right.
How would you like that?
Right.
Plus, he kept
that's different now.
antagonizing
That's different
after
now.
the
Can't
situation.
just go around shooting people in the foot.
And he kept antagonizing after the
My feet are
situation.
valuable.
You think her feet ain't more valuable than your feet?
She's unaffected. Look at her.
Brian.
Is she still dancing? Yes or no? Yes or no? She still dancing?
She said
Yeah.
she's suffering.
Brian.
Audience, she still dancing? Y'all, is she still dancing?
She
yes
went
or
to
no?
court and she said she's suffering from PST, whatever it's
PTSD.
called.
I don't give a damn about none of that.
What
You
is it?
shoot somebody in the foot, you supposed to do some time now.
Yeah.
I mean, now,
That's a
the
lethal weapon.
problem
So it
I
wasn't
had,
self-defense or nothing. He had no reason to shoot her in the foot.
that was some pimp shit, man. It's like,
Well,
who you
He
talking
said
to?
he a little bitty dude. He said she was beating his ass.
It's like, no, she wasn't beating his ass. They was in the car. He told her to do something, and she got smart or something. He like, bitch,
Yeah, she
I'll
told-
shoot you in your foot.
He
And
said,
he
give
shot
me
her in
some
the foot.
head. She said no.
I don't even think it was like
I
that.
think it was like that.
Now, here's my problem with it.
Okay.
Here's my problem with it.
You tell me no.
He got 10 years. Brother got 10 years.
10.
Shooting Mega the Stallion in the foot.
Thank you.
And the white policeman that killed Laquan McDonald in Chicago 4 years ago is out of prison after being convicted of murder. The white policeman that shot Oscar Grant in the back, handcuffed in Oakland, is out of prison. The white woman that pulled over Dante Wright in Minnesota for an air freshener and killed the man got out of prison after serving less than 2 years. But you're gonna give a
And let's not
you're
10
gonna give a
years.
man
10 years.
10
Let's not
years.
forget the officer that shot the
Shooting
young
a
man
woman.
in Houston in his own apartment. She only got 10 years. The officer, the female police
Yeah,
officer.
they said 10 serving 4 or something like
Hey,
that.
just wait 1
That
year
was
from
in
now.
that was
you
in
gonna
Dallas.
Dallas.
No, it was in Dallas.
I thought it was in Houston, but either way it go there.
That's Botron John. That was in Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know what that shows? We need more black judges. That's the problem. We got Supreme Court judges that's not on our side. You got judges in state and federal that's not on our side. That's the problem. That we're not considered human. We're not considered equal.
Okay, Bo, but the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people raising hell saying that it wasn't fair that Tory got that 10 years. But you can't just shoot a woman in the foot.
Can't shoot anybody.
And how can you not defend the law giving him 10 years for shooting a girl in the foot? You can't just shoot a hole in the girl's foot, man.
But they disproportionately hand out time to black people.
That's what I'm saying. But in this case, they had an excuse to.
Yeah.
It's hard to argue it. I'm arguing it, but it's hard to argue it because the victim was a sister.
But what was the minimum and what's the maximum? I'm sure 10 is not the minimum. 10 got to be on the high end of what you can sentence that man to for that assault.
For shooting in the toe?
But
Or
you
another
can,
one?
but you can break it
Shot her in
down.
the foot.
You know, they call it something else. When you got enough
Brian,
money, they'll
come
call
on,
it.
man. You got sisters.
Aggravated
course.
assault or
And
something
you
smaller.
telling me, let me get this right now. If your sister dating a man, or is she married?
I mean, they're not married.
Huh?
None of my sisters are married.
Okay. You
But they're
telling me if one of your sister's boyfriends shoots her in the foot,
Oh, no. He gonna
you
see
think
my,
that's all good?
No, he going to see my SARS all day. He ain't got to worry about 10 years.
No matter what she did, though,
She ain't got to worry about 10. He ain't got to worry about 10 years.
what if you hit her in the head with a chip?
He ain't got to worry about 10 years.
So what's the problem with? So what is the problem
ain't gotta worry
with you
about 10
saying that Tory he shouldn't have got 10 years based on what you're saying, Brian? And on top of that, he was antagonizing her through his raps and all of that stuff. They took all of that in consideration. He didn't come with any kind of remorse.
That's what they said in court. He didn't have any
Exactly.
remorse.
He didn't come with any kind of remorse.
And
Why he was
her
taking all that
lawyer,
time.
her lawyer brought up all of his past of how he wakes up in the morning. First thing he do is drink liquor, smoke
When you
weed
shoot a
all
heifer in the
day.
foot, you gotta say I'm sorry.
They
I'm
never
just
said
saying.
anything.
I mean, he was a pretty angry guy, but like I said, when I first saw it, and I can retract my statement. I can sit and say I was wrong. I just saw 10 years. I guess because the same time I saw
It's
his,
stiff
the same time I saw his, I compared it toward my man that had the wide receiver. And I'm like, dang, him getting 10 years versus somebody else killing somebody from behind in the accident 10 years was just kind of weird to me.
Now, I did think he was going to get maybe like 3 or 5, between 3 and 5. I did think that. I did not see the 10 coming.
Let me ask y'all this. Did they charge him with attempted murder or something? Like, or what was that? Like, why did he get 10 for shooting her in the foot? That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he was trying to kill her. He shot her in the foot.
Right.
Well, they was trying to say he was so high that he shot her in the foot, but he could have shot her somewhere else.
I don't understand
They
why
were
you
saying
take out your gun around your lady.
intoxicated that it's lucky she got shot in the foot. That he could have shot her somewhere else.
And on top of that, he was being made an example of, because a lot
Boy,
of
y'all ought to stop messing
the
with them
rappers,
thugs.
they getting in trouble, doing all kind of stuff. So
being
they
Y'all
made
women
an
ought to
example.
stop messing with them thugs, them
Let me
rough
What you call a
finish.
thug? What you call a
just
thug?
saying.
man?
I'm
Why
just
you call a
saying, man,
thug?
you got your man rolling with his car and stuff, man, and smoking weed and got his gun. Nah, man, y'all gotta leave them dudes alone.
I don't have
I
no
put it to
problem
you
with,
like
nothing,
this.
with nothing you just said. Ain't nothing wrong with rolling in your car. If you want to smoke weed, I
But
don't
why
see
he
nothing
take the
wrong
gun
with
out
that.
and start playing with it?
I don't think he was playing when he shot that girl in the foot. That's the problem I got with it.
Oh, okay.
Now, all the rest of the stuff you talking about is racial bias.
I'm just trying to
I
throw
have
it
a
out there
family
to mess
member.
these
I had
women
a
up.
family member that was in college. Her boyfriend jumped on her,
Dang.
and they gave him like 12 years. And my family member that was her father, he was like, he wanted him to get more because he endangered his daughter. So I can see where, you know, you gonna ask for the max. If you go in there, you're gonna say, hey man, he could have killed my child.
He jumped on her. How did he jump on her?
Well,
Then he fought her. He jumped on her.
he kidnapped her, kept her.
Okay,
in
that's
her-
not kidnapped and
well,
holding
he
her hostage.
he blocked her from leaving her apartment,
Goodness.
That's
and
still
he beat her up. He didn't kill her. He didn't shoot her. No, he beat her up, and they gave him 12 years.
These dudes be
And
going crazy over
my
Wu-Tang.
family member, the father was like, I wish they would have gave him more, because you know when it comes to your child, you'll be like, hey, he ain't get enough time.
That's what I say. Man.
Now,
never.
what if he shoots you in the foot and it hit
never
a
wanna meet
vital
no woman
organ
like that.
Exactly.
that could cripple you for life
Or kill you.
kill you?
I don't never want to meet no woman like that. That's got me
You know what
acting
I'm
that crazy.
My friend's
Now,
son was shot
10
in the
years,
leg.
after
and
10
it
years,
hit
I
a main
thought he should
artery.
have shot her in the butt and the titties.
Yeah, you did say that.
I
He
thought if
did
you gonna
say
get
that.
10 years, you go ahead and shoot in the
Yeah,
butt,
both
titties,
did
and
text
everything.
that.
Yeah, you know, if you gonna
Both
get
said you gonna get it, you just shot in the butt.
shot in the butt.
And you ain't getting no
That's
jail.
what a money maker is, the butt.
Bo.
You cripple the money
I'm
maker.
just saying. Bo's right, man. I'm like, he did say that. Bo's right. He didn't
Oh
cripple
my
the money
God.
man.
I would have
Somebody
wanted to
help
see
me.
what the pinky toe looked like before
Help me,
and after the
Lord.
shooting. Because if the
It
pinky
wasn't-
toe,
wasn't
if it was like a little black, if it was one of them little black ones we was talking about earlier, and he shot the little black pinky toe off, hey,
Probably
come
did
on
her
now,
face.
that ain't gonna make no difference.
Probably did her
She
face.
probably fit better in the little stilettos
Now,
now.
look at the
my
state. too. We gotta look at
God.
the state. We
Probably
gotta look at the
dancing
state.
better. She getting lower than she
We gotta look at
could.
the state she was in.
The
They
what?
was in, you know, the state.
She's
Yeah.
in Texas, right?
It's Texas.
Yeah.
Texas
It's
don't
the way
play.
they made an example out of them is what it
Yeah,
is.
they made an
And
example.
when
there's
it's
a New
time
York
to
that
make
they
an
go.
example, they gonna choose a black
to make the
defendant to
example
make
out
the
of.
example
But I agree
out
with
of.
DC. If you're gonna
You
do
always
that,
need to agree with these
I
things.
don't always agree with
She don't
DC.
always agree.
Yes,
with me.
she
No,
does.
I don't. I don't always agree
I
with
can't
DC.
believe
but-
y'all hating like that.
Exactly, because just
Give
because
me
we
one
got like
subject she
minds.
disagrees with.
Right.
Y'all just hate us.
Give me one
but
subject
I
she
do agree
disagrees
with
with.
because if you're gonna give that type of time, then give that type of time to, like you said, these police officers
They're
that
killing
are
people,
Right.
getting
killing
out
people,
2 or 3
murdering
years.
people.
That's
And
because
you
we
giving
not.
that boy 10 years for shooting a woman in the foot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, so I'm not saying he deserves necessarily less time. I'm saying they deserve more.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
okay.
missing the whole point.
Exactly,
I'm not
but y'all
saying
hating
I'm
too.
not saying that he don't need but 1 or 2 years. You can't just be driving around
I'm about
shooting
to say, how
people.
many years do y'all think
Okay,
he should
now
have
that
got?
you put it that way, I rock
I
with
thought he was gonna get between 3 and 5. I did.
I would have never
If
thought.
10
is a
shot
lot.
you in the foot,
I never
No,
thought
no,
he would
no,
have got
I
more than
want-
5
So
He
years.
y'all
would've
don't
shot
think
me
the
in the
brother with
foot.
the chair gonna get no time?
it. No, he's not getting time.
I think gonna get probation.
No
He's not
time
getting
for
time.
the
Oh, you
brother.
thought
Unless
with
he
the
he
chair.
got a
probation?
record. Unless he's got.
Just saying, y'all act like y'all don't
Can't get no
understand
time
this
until-
Alabama. And didn't it go down to Alabama?
Yeah, but he's an Omega. And I let me tell you, trust me, that's my town. Right now, as long as certain people in office and him being a bruh, he ain't gonna do no time. I guarantee it.
Man, you talking
Double
about
nut on our
Omega.
dinner.
I'm
Might
talking
do a
about
month or something.
smashing a chair over a blonde lady head.
He will get probation.
Black man smash a chair. I'm just saying, if you ain't know none of the story, you was like black man bashing a chair
But
over
I-
a little white lady head in Alabama. What's your? You be like, oh, this nigga
who
going
But the
to-
thing is, I
oh,
know
that guy, he gonna get the chair.
But the thing
He
is,
gonna get the chair,
but the
I
thing
bet.
is, I know the story, and I know what he got to go through, and I'm telling you, let's go double nut because I owe you a dinner. So let's double or nothing.
Well, let's qualify that. Not no romantic ass dinners and shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
No
definitely.
pedicure.
Hey, America.
Go ahead.
Hey, America.
Talk to him, talk to him, talk
He be
to him.
losing bets.
Talk
And
to
then he
him.
always don't want to give you no money. He want
wanna
to take you out.
double
I
it.
don't
Take
gamble. Everybody
He
knows
a
that.
pastor. He just want to take you out
Everybody
and say
knows that.
grace. He be like, as long as I say grace over the food first, I buy whatever. I'm like, all right, say it, pastor.
But
Exactly.
I mean, when you look at the case, the white lady was already down. She was already beat down. He came out of the room and just hit her
And
over the
what-
head.
So I'm saying, if you just
I
look at
thought
that,
for sure.
you smashing on somebody who already. It's like if somebody was robbing you and then they put their hands up. And then you literally go bash their head in, you in the wrong. Then it's like it's split.
Yeah, but
it's,
I just be in the wrong.
tides turn in the situation.
He's
in
getting
the middle of it.
probation. Why?
All right.
So Brian, you say he's gonna get probation.
I'm pretty much positive he's gonna get probation.
Okay.
So what it is once you owe me 2 dinners, I'ma just take them both and take somebody else out. That's
Well,
how I
take
did-
me out.
Well, the
Well,
whole- do it.
well, somebody who I'm gonna get something out of.
whole
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Oh,
I
trust
don't-
me, this gonna be
I don't want to
easy.
be awkward. I don't want to be awkward.
After,
I
hey,
want
look,
to take
after I
somebody
win,
out that I'm going.
after I win, then it'll be even, and then we'll
Well, the
just
whole
start from
thing
the
is,
start.
I hate how the news tried to say it was hate crime being investigated.
It wasn't no hate crime.
What was the hate crime?
There was
at?
no hate crime.
Just got
You know what
whooped.
I'm
I think that
If-
white
if
people
anything-
be
Why would they even bring up
If
hate
anything,
crime?
the hate
I
crime
think-
would have been on them.
That's what I'm saying.
On that black man.
If that security guard, now since they want to talk about race, if that security guy had been white, do you think they would have attacked him?
Hell no.
Do you think the black guy would have swam over there if he was white?
no. heck
Well,
no.
let's go from the beginning. Black people, if they were owners of the boat, they more than likely would have moved the boat.
They would have moved.
They
the
would have
boat.
moved the boat. So we want to go from the
So just
beginning.
move the
If
boat.
they would have came in and was black owners of the boat, then black people would have
And
moved
this
the boat.
family had a history
What was
of
it? Yeah.
doing
Well, a
this.
lot of other white people would have moved the boat.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, these
They
people
would've
just
moved
To
the
be
boat.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair.
But
So
this
I'm
family
just
had a
saying,
history of
the white people beating that black man to me is a hate crime.
I'm with
And
you.
Yeah. If you're gonna
It's
say hate crime.
revenge of a hate crime. Because when them black people came down, that was revenge.
Oh, yeah.
I
For
don't
the
want to say
initial
revenge.
incident.
I would say
Now, let's
they got
reverse
all
to
that
the
shit for
rescue.
purpose.
Let's reverse
I'm
the
saying
situation.
once the dude was away and there was nobody still getting whooped, and then 6 more people started skipping and saying, "Nah, it's more revenge." I seen what happened, and they didn't get that. That ain't enough.
Now,
Yank them crackers off that boat and give them what they just gave that brother.
Can I use this
Let's
as a
reverse
reference
the
real quick, Bo?
situation.
That's revenge.
If
man.
the
That's revenge for a hate crime.
if the guy working there was white and it was black people that jumped on him, it'd have been a hate crime.
Exactly. But can I say this?
It'd have been a hate crime.
Can I say this and
in
shout
Alabama,
out?
it'd have been a hate crime.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can I say this and shout out to my man to the left? I don't know if you know it or not, but you are definitely a meme when it gets. They've been using your voiceover when they hitting the dude with the chair talking about you Uncle Willie's son from Friday. They've been using your thing from Friday time. You Uncle Willie's son. So I just want to let you know that is viral when they're using that segment from next Friday, and when they hitting the dude with the chair, they say you Uncle Willie's son. So they're using you now, and
Find it,
you
Brian.
So I
You
just want to
gotta
let
find
you know.
it.
Oh,
I
I got
think
it.
it-
I got it.
I think it was notice well served. I tell you that, right or wrong, it was notice well served, and I bet you they'll move that damn boat next time.
Exactly.
Oh,
No,
yes,
that's
no
right.
doubt.
They probably didn't want to get in the
Now,
boat.
the
They
young
only
brother,
wanna see a
the young
boat.
brother said he don't want nobody to send him no more.
Yeah, he got enough money. He said, I'm
GoFundMe.
good. He said,
I
"Don't send me."
got plenty of shoes. Don't send
Yeah,
me no more.
he said, don't send me no more
Who, the
money.
one that was swimming?
The one
Yeah,
that's
he said,
swimming.
don't send me no more money.
Don't send me no more
Oh,
money.
he a young stupid brother.
yeah,
then.
yeah.
No.
Oh man, they
he
sending him
not
a lot of money. He got
stupid.
banked. I know.
Yeah,
listen, I know.
well, wait till they
God
run
bless.
all that video and they catch you in one questionable drop kick on the wrong little person, and it's gonna be a problem. They be like, okay, you had
Yeah.
reason to hit him, and him, but
Nah,
why is you hitting this blonde girl
No,
right here in this frame?
I know the
But
lawyer that's
I
representing
do
him.
want
He's
to
gonna be
say
fine.
this. I do want to say this
I
because I
definitely know the lawyers
was concerned about that. So to hear that people are doing GoFundMe's for people, that do make me feel rather good about that, because a lot of times when white people are doing stuff that's wrong, they said all the GoFundMe money for their lawyers, and I was concerned about that. Like, are we gonna still keep that same momentum when these people are in need of counsel. And I heard that some of them already got counsel pro bono. That's what I heard.
Oh, the white people, I'm sure.
The white
I'm
people
talking
had
about black people. I ain't talking about the white
The
people.
white people had a
saying
business.
they got it, though.
They had a business, and they said people are boycotting their business. They shut them down.
What?
The white people that owned the boat that didn't move, that jumped on him, they had a business.
Oh, the original white guys that attacked
Yeah,
the
they
black
own
guy.
a business
Yeah. Oh yeah. They had a store
store.
in
Okay.
some little town. Speaking of which, it was a little tour like the mini store in right outside Jacksonville, where somebody won $1.5 billion the other day, and I can't reveal myself right away but y'all better treat.
So if we don't see you here next week,
This
Y'all
guy
better treat me
always
right.
treat you good.
I'm always gonna treat you right, man.
We'll be back. You're listening to DisRace.